Owie. High tempo. Not bad. He mixed this. He had to end his dream. Worked it. Okay, bro, I gotta find out. Who's this even? Oh, Bill Clinton. I did not have sexual relations with that woman. The White House enter. Dude. Yo, low key, it's not hitting the spot right now. These allegations are false. Could I, well, I'm not Bill Clinton in this scenario, but I could wear my suit. I could wear a suit. I don't even know if I fit in my suit, dude. Yo, dank memes? Yo, is this hard? Guys, is this hard? Here, let me go. Dude, he was just talking to himself, basically. Dude, I think my clothes smell like cigarettes. I don't smoke, so that's kind of weird, actually. What the hell was he making, bro? Why did he get nuked by sensors? Dude, I don't know how to do this shit, bro. Oh, man. Dude, if I get the clip on, fucking Hush Nebish is gonna tear me a new one, bro. It's not gonna go well for me if I get a clip on right now. Oh, come on, why can't I do this, dude? Not be this hard. In the wrong hole. Ah! Stop borrowing random people's clothes. Where do you think I am right now? In the middle of the street? There we go. Yeah, I was putting in the wrong hole, dude. That's what I was doing. Alright. I haven't worn a tie in a while because, basically started working in tech. Not very, Could have been premeditated. You might have already had them. Don't know what that means. Oh, I could have taken a random person's clothes and put it in my room, and then made a joke that would have prompted Hush Nebbish to bring up Bill Clinton, and then grab this and worn it. I guess so. It is not impossible. Crazier shit has happened, dude. It's actually good, bro. The fact that it just has cash on his shirt is even funnier, actually. Rigged. Balls? Yeah, that's a good theme. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, here we are today. We're commentating on the Slop.Club Slop Jam. Today, we have quite an interesting... Wait a minute, I need a better glasses. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are commenting on Slop.Club's Slop Jam. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. The Slop.Club Slop Jam is the most anticipated event of the year. Today, on today's Slop Jam, we are going to be watching some masters at work. Unstable, a Slop.Club favorite. He has one of the most number of slops on the site, almost unparalleled compared to Vector. Vector, one of the favorites, not here. Cash, we have him. He is a classic slopper. Cash, in fact, has had such a prominent impact on the site that a lot of slops are about him, and I'm sure we're going to see some cash slops in today's round. Well, let's see what happens. We also got Slim 420th. He's also been around the block quite a few times, as well as Nim Reb Rev Ku. All experienced sloppers today. They're gonna put on a good show for us. So, ladies and gentlemen, here is our first image. It seems to be some kind of a maze with a light in it. I wonder what the sloppers are going to do today. You know, they certainly have a lot of options. I wonder if we're gonna see some caches being thrown around in here. What we're gonna see, you know, it's really anyone's pick right now. It's quite interesting. Is this, why is this shit not working, man? There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. Alright, they've sent in their prompts. We're about to see what these remixes deliver for us today. You know, I have to guess that Unstable is going to be doing at least a little bit of tomfoolery with Cash, but you know, we can't be too sure. We're going to see what these gentlemen have in store for us, though. Let's see. You know, I have to say that I'm quite interested to see who's going to come out on top here, because you know, Vector, Now, if Vector was here, I can promise you he'd win this, because Vector wins about, I'd say 9 out of 10 of the slops that he plays in. He is quite a master at work. Alrighty, so first we have the witches in the castle. We got the guy from Star Wars trying to navigate Slop site to find anything other than Goror. Alright, let's keep it professional. I think we're gonna send our vote in for this guy, because I forget his name, but this is kind of funny. There's a quite a humorous play on the situation. All right, so it wins. Change the picture into a photorealistic depiction of Qui-Gon Jinn, Liam Neeson drink from a glowing green bottle that is labeled Jinn. Star Wars setting. From Unstable. So a good Unstable pull. You know, Unstable, he does quite a lot of art. He does a lot of like plays on things. Someone is probably going to change this guy to be wearing a t-shirt named Cash. So that's going to be kind of funny. I'm gonna ready up here since I'm commentating. Oh. Well, okay, I'm just not going to do anything. So Unstable's still prompted. Okay, they've all sent their prompts in. Cash was first to send his in, so he had a shorter prompt. Unstable took the longest. Unstable does send longer prompts, I've noticed. He has quite a taste for the details, you know. They say the devil is in the details after all. We're going to see if that comes to light today in today's historic showdown. So, moving on, we're going into round 2. Round 2 of prompting has begun. It looks like last time we had GPT image generate that one, because it was quite a particular, it was quite a specific quite a specific request, and it did come out with such high fidelity that it makes me think it was probably a stronger model like GPT image. So, all right, let's look at what we got today. Now we got Darth Maul included in here. I'm not sure who the character is. We got the one guy from, I forget his name. He's like, what's up? I forget his name. Anyways, and Midichlorian Ale. Okay, cool. I'm not sure who's gonna win here actually. Probably the middle guy or the, yeah, okay, there we go. Jar Jar Binks, right. Slim 420th won this one. Interesting take back from Slim 420th. All right, so Slim 420th and Unstable are now tied to win this match. You know, if I had to predict, I would say Unstable. He came out strong last game. His fingers are warm. He's been typing some good prompts. The first prompt was probably his because it was a bit cluttered and he did take a long time. 420th, again, sending in his prompts. He likes to keep things sweet and simple, you know, sweet and short. Okay, Unstable send in his prompt. We're waiting for Nim and Cash. All right, Cash is in. Nim says lag, probably didn't load for him, so he didn't get his prompt in on time. All right, that's all right. That happens sometimes. That is something I hear the team is actively developing, but anyways. Hey, what is this music, bro? Come on. Alrighty, so back to the match. I did it backwards, but it still worked. Hilarious. So, not sure what he means by this, but essentially, we're in round 3 of prompting. This is the last round. It's head-to-head between Unstable and Slim 420th. Unstable had a strong first round. Slim 420th took it back in the second. Right now, I wonder if Cash is going to steal or if one of them is going to secure the win. Massive lag today. Alright, we got another Jar Jar Binks twist. We got Darth Maul and Trump somehow drinking moonshine. I'm not too sure what the prompt on that one was. And we got a poker table, and it looks like a droid's hand coming in from the side. Some Star Wars characters in the background. Okay, so I'm not too sure what exactly has been going on here. We're gonna see who takes this one. This is actually quite a toss-up. And the winner of the third round was Cash. Alrighty. So, in this 4-way head-to-head battle, we did not have any winner. It was a tie. We're gonna have to see who wins into the last round. Alrighty. Chrome. Yeah, Chrome is the recommended browser to be playing on this one with. Quite interesting, quite interesting. Alrighty, what's gonna be our theme? Alright, let's see what our competitors are saying in the chat right now. What's the theme for this round, gentlemen? You choose, intern. Okay, the theme is intern. Let's see what our competitors will cook up. See if our competitors can cook up anything worthy of my praise this time. Let's see what they're saying in the... Well, they're not saying anything important. They're just talking about how they're getting lagging issues. So yeah, we are having some lagging issues, it seems, from our competitors. But you know what they say? Only a poor craftsmith blames his tools. So we're gonna see if our competitors can come out on top this time, despite the situations that they may be in, despite the issues they may be facing. Alrighty, so what do you got here? Slopfather has given us another nice template to work from. It seems like a bunch of characters standing in like some kind of mist. A nice, you know, ethereal image from Slopfather as per usual. The theme for this round is intern, so I wonder what they're going to be cooking up with the theme of intern. So yeah, the hitman outfit. Well, you know, I just got this outfit so that I could say I did not have sexual relations with that woman. But so right now we're actually commenting on this slop jam for today. We have a three-way 1 versus 1 versus 1, and we got Unstable, Cash, and Slim 420th head to head. We're gonna see who takes the first round. The theme is intern, so we're gonna see who takes the first round. You know, I wonder if they're going to be playing on me this time, or if they're going to be making Cash the intern. I am quite they do get quite a chuckle out of me. Monocle Lewinsky dress for bro. Yeah, I don't know what that means, but yeah, I did look into Monocle Lewinsky, so I do know who that is now. So thank you. It was an educational experience for me. All right, let's see what we get out of here. Let's see what we can what we can come up with. Okay. All right. You know, so last round it was a toss-up. It was a three-way tie. This time, you know, but Unstable and Cash have been doing some strong slops today. But Slim 420th, he is the underdog. Okay, this is quite a good one, I have to admit. Unstable, Lit Intern, Cash, and Vector. Creation failed. Uh-oh. Between these two, I have to admit, I think this is probably Unstable. And this one is probably not Cash. That was probably Slim 420th. Personally, I'm going to cast my vote for this guy because it's kind of funny and a little bit accurate. I wonder what the creation failed was. Slim 420th. Wow, okay, I didn't see Slim coming out with these longer prompts. You know, last round Slim had shorter prompts, so I was assuming that he would have shorter prompts this round too. But the intern wearing a black suit with a white dress shirt and a red maroon tie with classic FBI sunglasses. Okay, wow. Long hair, goatee, and beard is truly a ghost in the background. All right. Well, you know, he got a lot right there. Wow, longer prompts this round. We're almost all the way through the time. All right, there we go. Cash with his prompt in. Then we got Slim 420th. Unstable always cooks up quite long prompts, you know. He seems to have a knack for details, as I've said before. All right, we're just about out of time. He got his in at the last second. Classic Unstable. You know, I have to say, managing your time correctly does become part of the metagame when it comes to slop jams, because slop jam, it's a little bit like chess, where the timer is part of the game itself. It is a resource in and of itself. You know, one could say that your typing speed is just as important as your thinking speed when it comes to slop jams. Being able to not just come up with an idea in time, but also get it out onto the paper on time. I believe it was Slim420th who actually uses tool-assisted typing. He does speech-to-text, so he speaks into the microphone and has that create the prompt for him. I wonder if we'll see any LLM-assisted prompting in the future to, you know, kind of promote the metagame here. But all right, so we got three versus we got a three-man free-for-all. Slim420th went out with the first round win with a more detailed prompt. I wonder if we're gonna get to more jokes about me here. Probably. I mean, I did choose the theme, and as the theme, I chose intern. So we are probably going to see some more of that. Actually, speaking of which, fuck, bumped the mic. My bad. Intern still didn't fix the Wi-Fi. I did, bro. What do you mean? It's not even Wi-Fi now. I switched to Ethernet, man. Very well. Right. Alright, I'm with Bill Clinton. Alright, okay, I like this one, obviously. What else do we got? What else do we got? And we got, I'm a little bit Asian now. Exposure, the intern. Come on, bro. I'm not Cash, man. Come on. What are you doing, man? What are you getting at here? This keeps falling, dude. But, yeah. No, I'm pretty happy. What? Unstable. Changes the picture to a photograph depiction of an Indian man wearing a shirt that reads begging in the slums of Mumbai. He's being handed a piece of paper that reads exposure into his begging bowl. They're paying me an exposure. They were like, we can't pay you a full-time wage, but you can keep all the subscribers that you get. So I was like, you know, low key, high key. That might be a good deal. But anyways, okay. So interesting. So we did see some plays on the intern himself, but what happened was, unstable. Wow, Slim420th doing a much longer prompt this time. Unstable with a callback to a site classic of the Indian guy wearing the lettered t-shirt. You know, this has been all over the site. It's been here for quite a while. It's a golden oldie, one could say, you know. Old reliable, the one might call it. So it was indeed reliable for Unstable because he did use it to secure the win. We're going into the third round now. Alright. Slim420th and Unstable. Head to head. We're gonna see if Cash is going to tie it up, or is Unstable or Slim420th going to manage to secure the win? Yeah, there ain't no sweep, my man. I mean, there ain't no there indeed ain't no sweep. I mean, if Cash is able to secure the win, it's gonna be a head-to-head tie. I can understand why he thought Unstable won though, because the prompt that Slim won with was quite an Unstable-esque prompt. You know, it was quite a callback to Unstable. You know, I have to wonder if Slim did take a page out of Unstable's book and kind of tried to copy him intentionally, or if his style developing just happened to kind of match Unstable's style, and if it really is unique. Alright, yo, this looks a little bit like The Matrix, I have to say. You're all Indian though, not just the Cash thing. Do I look Indian to you, dude? What? Kind of comment is that? Okay, exposure, slop, the late intern. All of these are quite interesting. Round 3 Cash. Wow. So so it does end up into a toss-up once more. You know, I was wondering what would happen. I mean, the chances were low. Vector. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, wrap it up and go home, because Vector is just going to absolutely obliterate. It's going to absolutely obliterate all of you next round. You know, anyone in the chat, Mepesio, anyone wants to join, I suggest you join and throw your hat in the ring, because Vector is about to absolutely clean sweep this room right now. It's not even going to be a competition. I mean, my man Vector, I don't even have to comment, because He's going to absolutely destroy. He's going to. I don't even know what to say right now. It's gonna be a sad day for everybody else here. That's all I guess I can really say. But all right, Cash. I mean, he just wants to delay the inevitable. He wants to prevent his defeat. But yo, Mepesio said he might join, gentlemen, if you're interested in waiting for him. Mepesio, dude. You know, Vector and Mepesio are quite rivals, I must say. In today's room, we got some heavy hitters. Okay, Unstable, a site favorite. A site favorite. Dude, Mepesio, I saw you doing some slops in a different language. I was wondering if that's a language you speak, and if so, what language it is. I look Indian? Dude, are you... This guy is, yikes, dude. Yo, listen, dude. All I can say is I know you're not racist, because any racist would have been more accurately racist than that. Come on. But alright, so, okay, I don't even know what these guys are... Look at what these guys are saying in the chat. These guys... They're schizo posting right now. Finnish. Wow, that's quite cool. Dude, I hear that Finnish is actually like one of the most difficult languages to speak, so I find that impressive. Those prompts were in... That's quite cool, man. Quite awesome. Dude, they say that Finland is theme? Theme? I don't know, dude. Finland, bro. Theme is Finland. Let's see what they can pull out of this one. Let's see what they can cook up. So, you know, obviously, Vector's my favorite. Dude, we should gamble on slop jams. How awesome would that be, man? That would be quite cool. That would be quite cool. But yeah, dude, Finland is also very hard to get a citizenship from, apparently. Like Switzerland a little bit. Well, okay, anyways, I'm just waiting for them to ready up. There's not too much to speculate here. Seems like everybody is ready up. Not sure why the game isn't starting. So we have 5 players here. Quite a nice mix. I have to say, you know... Ooh! An interesting start. We seem to have some kind of like a ethereal spiral from Slopfather in black and white. But yeah, so okay, let's see what our friends are gonna cook up today. Our athletes, actually, I should say. None of them have finished prompting yet. Yeah, I can move myself down a little bit so you guys can see. Actually, no, the only one I was covering is myself, which is fine, because I'm not even playing. I just have to not move my head. Okay, Slim finishes prompting. Unstable and Mepesio at the same time. Cash and Vector. Uh-oh, I think Cash timed out there. I think one of our prompters didn't manage to finish his prompt. Cash, did you finish? I guess we'll see. Vector sending in quite a lengthy prompt. You know, it does seem like the meta these days is to take your time prompting. It might be useful to actually increase the prompt time limit, because I am noticing that a lot of our competitors are indeed sending in longer prompts. So I do want to allow them to. He did. Okay, he did. So he really got it in at the last second. Yeah, close call. But a lot of our competitors are preferring to send in more detailed prompts. So we might actually look into allowing a setting that would allow longer prompt times. Obviously, it should be the decision of the team. We got one, not too sure what this is. Looks like a musician. We got Perkel. Okay, I like this. Another guy yelling Perkel. A guy yelling "You're finished." Free Finland from Slop. Perkel. This is kind of funny. This is kind of funny. I don't know which one I want to vote for. Perkel. Unstable. Oh. Unstable steals the round 1 win. Yo, I should not vote, honestly, because I'm going to influence the voters. There's already 5 people. That should be enough. Yeah, I'm going to stop voting from this round. So I want to influence the outcome. Personally, I just want to be a commentator. I mean, as an intern, I'm not really qualified to vote. You know, I don't really... I'm not too aware about the metas. I'm simply an observer, you know, a studier, a researcher, one might say. So, alright, Unstable wins round 1 with prompt. Change the image into the Finnish gondola meme in a snowy setting. Gondola is saying Perkel via speech bubble. So, what did Unstable play on here? I mean, he played into the memes. He tried not to go the artistic route. He tried to go the funny route. It seems that when it comes to the site where it's kind of like a long ongoing thing of people remixing and sharing, artistic prompts seem to do the best. But when it comes to slop jams where it's like quick one-off, fast-paced, one after another, it seems like playing on memes and trying to kind of connect a lot of funny ideas and get a good reaction out of people seems to be doing the best. Now, I have seen some wins from artistic... it didn't recognize the gondola meme. You know, I'm not actually sure which gondola meme he's talking about. Let's bring it up for the viewers. We got Perkel again in the gondola. We got Perkel. I think that's the gondola meme. I'm not gonna vote. If I could, I would vote for this one. Feeling about Unstable, if you know what I mean. Funny, but I wouldn't vote for it. Another Perkel and another Perkel. This one's ultra realistic now. Dude, this is actually what Mepesio looks like in real life. I think he somehow uploaded an image of himself. Round 2 cash. You know, I think Vector is too infatuated with the meme. Sorry, with the stream to really bring his A game today, because he is falling behind. Oh, this is the gondola meme. Okay, I see. Gondola. Okay, cool. But, again, yeah, our competitors are taking their time to send in their prompts. Slim, again, with an earlier prompt. He seems to switch it up between shorter and longer, but... yeah, Vector and Unstable, again, at the last second. We really should look into doing this. Anyways, I'm the fucking intern. It's my job, right? What am I saying? Yeah, good job deflecting the blame, buddy. Anyways, back to commenting. So we had some late round, sends. Interesting that Cash actually sent an emoji with his prompt. I wonder if he's on mouse and keyboard, where he got that emoji from, or if he's playing from his phone. And if he is playing from his phone, I would understand those, you know, long prompt times, because obviously, you know, it's slower typing on a mobile. But, alright, fast generation turnaround there. Alright, I'm feeling a bit unstable. I mean, this one's not too creative in my eyes. Okay, the Finnish sniper. Good ref. I need to use my native language in these jams because I would not miss the ones with my last brain. It isn't creation failed. The prayer kill, I am not in it. Alright, I mean, if it was a vote for the failed. Vector. What is happening? Our reigning champion absolutely falling behind. An embarrassing display. What? Oh my God. An embarrassing display. An embarrassing display. An embarrassing display from Vector. You know, that happens. So, alright, Unstable, Cash, and Mepesio. You know, Unstable today has been going strong. I have to say, it's not unusual to see Unstable going strong. I do have to recall he has won quite a few jams in his way. Like I haven't really won any jams. Actually, I've never won a jam. In fact, if I win a round, it's quite an accomplishment from me. Vector, generally the reigning champion. Today, lagging behind. A lot of lagging today. My stream has been lagging. Vector's been... Let me check the stream, actually. Stream health is error. Well, that's fucking bad. Mepesio says, shame on you, Vector. Yeah, absolutely right. Absolutely right. I mean, I don't know what the fuck I can do to increase the stream health, frankly. I mean, on OBS, it says that it's, you know, 4,600 kilobits per second. So, I mean, that's good to me. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck to do, man. Whatever, bro. Worst 24-hour stream ideas. Team is worst 24-hour stream ideas. All right. You know, Slopfather does keep coming up with these ideas that doesn't really fit our themes. Maybe we need to look into... Okay, let me rephrase. Maybe I should actually get off my ass and stop streaming and code something for the site and make it so that the jammers can actually vote on the jammers can vote on the first, you know, prompt, basically. That would be cool. But alright, again, longer prompts. Rohan/Vector goes down faster than the intern at a job interview. Oh, like... Dude, I'm sorry. I genuinely, I have a hard time understanding some of your jokes sometimes. He goes down, like he lost. Like... His ranking went down faster than I go down at a job interview. What do you mean? Like I'm shitty at job interviews? I'm good at job interviews, dude. I have to tell you, I think that I've only ever shit the bed on one job interview, and low key, I didn't, you know, like in my opinion, the guy was not very good, anyways. So, like the job, you know, the position, like the people, they weren't that experienced anyway, so it's not a big deal. But I mean, Rohan/Vector is going down, that's for sure. I mean, you can just say one. You can just say Rohan or Vector, like you said. I mean, everyone knows that. This looks like that woman from the fucking Little Mermaid, like the octopus woman. I don't even know who that is. This is no. Undo my vote, dude. I'm not supposed to vote. Fuck. I was trying to shift my vote. Fuck me, bro. Alright, anyways. I should put the soundboard in front of me because it's so hard to like lean over in this getup that I have here. Alright guys, today we are trying Slop.Club. Vector went down hard as he lost. You go down. Oh! I go down at a job interview. I see what you mean. Correct. I guess that would kind of add up because I do good in my job interviews, so that would be a good explanation. However, let me tell you something, my friend. I'm a man of many talents. You know, most jobs they have to be honored to have me on their team. You know, like look at my various talents, dude. I'm a businessman. I'm a California surfer, dude. You know, I don't think. Oh fuck. I don't think that my skills are anything to be scoffed at, personally. But, alright, unstable wins, round 1. Change the image. Oh! Creation failed. What was their 24-hour worst stream idea, I wonder? Slop.Club intern. Oh, it's PewDiePie as the Slop.Club intern. Okay, I'm not gonna vote, but I like it. Alright, guys, today, what the fuck is that, bro? Pop the Balloon Slop.Club edition. I slopped the 40... Dude! Oh my god, bro, we need... I need to get off my ass and code the video, the image, it's like in the frame properly. Alright, winner Slim, a morbidly obese man flies in from the camera view, headbutting character on screen and vomiting. So, for those of you who may not be aware, this is actually an ongoing trend from the site. So he's playing onto a trend that the site currently supports. Guy says, "Lol, you can't have standards that high and be an intern for a couple." Dude, is this a slur? What even does this mean, dude? I'm worried that it's a slur. Hold on. So, oh, it's not a slur. Okay. I've never even heard this word. You can't be an intern. Okay, but the way you're saying it is in a slurful way. All right, listen, dude. Keep your, you know, we may all have feelings on the inside, but maybe you should keep your racial prejudices in the group, in the private DMs, you know what I mean? My 2 cents. I don't know if this is even your real name that you're using to chat here, but if it is, all the more reason. Dude, personally, I'm not a fan of like the vomit memes, like, but okay, look, as an objective commenter, all I have to say is like I'm very astounded that Vector is shitting the bed here, but he is anyways. Wow. Unstable wins this round. We had a tied matchup for a couple rounds in a row, and Unstable was pulling in some wins, but he wasn't able to pull in enough to win a whole game. He managed to pull it in this time, absolutely securing the win. Unstable, do you have any words for the camera? Is there anyone you want to thank? Do you want to say hi to your mom, as you did previously? You know, Unstable, he's quite a nice old chap. I don't know anything about him personally, but based on his slops and based on the chat in the jam, you know, quite a fan of this guy. It's like it's like saying a bunch of Alaskans. Not that deep. I don't know, man. Hi, Mom. I love you, Jesus. Words from Unstable. Yo, post-match interview with Unstable. He says, "Hi, Mom, and I love you, Jesus." Good shit, Unstable. I like to see that positive energy. Say Mepesio also, he didn't win, but you know, loser interview. Well, he didn't even come in second, so I mean, I guess it's not that. Says, "I'm a strong, independent black woman who don't need no man." Unstable. Good for you, Unstable. You know, here at Slop.Club, we support strong, independent black women. You know. All right. And Mepesio says hi to his mom, Helena. Heartwarming stuff, Mepesio. Thank you very much for, you know, bringing this nice energy to the chat. FFA or word limit. You know, so we do run word limit jams once in a while, where you have to basically, where you essentially have to limit your prompt to a number of words. Now, the reason this gets interesting is because, as you may have noticed, during our slop jams, there seems to be a meta where players have been sending in as long prompts as they can, because they want to send in as many details as they can, and it causes a meta game where they have to get their prompt in under the timer. So what happens, what the playstyle looks like, is that the prompter will think, but they have to think kind of fast, because they got to start typing as soon as they can to maximize their words. So they start typing and they start thinking at the same time, and it's kind of like they're doing both at the same time. When you put a word limit, what ends up happening is that they actually think for most of the time, and in the end they just get their words in as fast as possible. So it changes the playstyle quite a bit, and it causes a different mentality, you know? It causes a different, you know, I don't know what to call it. So alright, so we got another Slop Father, you know, ethereal kind of statues of a praying woman. Quite interesting stuff here. Quite thought-provoking stuff. You know, I'm interested to see what kind of slop it devolves into. So we are again going to see these late round slop entries because our players are going to take a while to think before they submit. You know, I wonder if Vector can clean his act up, but frankly, I don't expect it. I think he's going to lag behind again. Slim has been delivering quite a strong performance today. I don't personally remember him having won any slops. Slim, please let us know if that's not true. But Unstable coming in strong, you know, securing his position on the podium as one of Slop.Club's top sloppers. Top mother sloppers. I've been pinged on the Discord. Yeah, it's down. There goes the stream again. Again? Are you guys serious? No, I mean, it says stream is healthy. Oh, fuck yeah, it did go down. Oh, man. I mean, I don't know. I have the VOD, I guess. It's fucked up. That really sucks. I don't know. I don't know what I could do about this, man. I thought it was a Arch Linux issue because I am actually running Arch Linux. I use Arch, by the way, for those who didn't know. I like to use Arch Linux. Is this loss? Bro. Kali Yuga, I don't understand this one. I can't believe I understand this, but not this. Interesting. We got prostate exam. I'm at a loss for words. Goblin Woman, now this is Mepesio coming in with a Mepesio classic. Mepesio is known for two things: overweight men and goblin women. Okay, what the hell is Kali Yuga? Kali Yuga, dark accelerationism, milady. You know, Cash, could you explain this? Not right now, because you're obviously typing, but Kali Yuga is the fourth and shortest and worst of the four Yugas. I don't know. I don't know. Kali Yuga reminds me of Kali Linux, which is another Linux that I have used in the past, but currently I use Arch Linux actually. Okay, I'm gonna drop the bit. I don't think anyone who uses Linux is watching this right now. But hold on. If you know, you know, intern. Well, Cash, you know, I don't know. Okay? And that is why I will not be casting my vote for the Cash for the Cash team this time around. Let me grab the link. Tony Hawk's prostate exam. Quite interesting stuff. Quite interesting stuff. You know, I have to admit it, man. This Unstable guy, he has a taste. He has a taste. A tasteful taste that is hard to match. Mepesio missed this one apparently. You got Kali Yuga again. Not much has changed here. Wow, a lot of repeats. We got Trump and what looks like Elon Musk in hell shaking hands. We got a UK drill trapster that says can't say that, but you know what it says. Well, maybe it's not a UK drill trapster. That's what I thought it was. And we got a rat on some cheese. Interesting. Trump and Elon Musk, Donald Trump Elon Musk relationship, quite funny. So we got cash, we got unstable. It looks like I was right. The short word typing meta has not changed the length of time that our athletes take to prompt by very much. You can see cash gets his in fast. You know, when you have an idea and it clicks, it just clicks. The thing is, even if you have an idea at first, it may prove beneficial to hold back and try to refine it a bit more and see if you can think of anything more interesting. But, you know, at the end of the day, Cash did come out with a strong win on the first round, so it does seem to be that he knows what he's doing. Slim taking his time to think on this one. It looks like he missed it, actually. Slim might have not gotten his prompt in there. We'll see. Slim, can you comment? Is that what happened? Is he away? He may be away from keyboard at the moment. But it comes into the third round, you know, Cash or Unstable, if they can secure the win here. But it is quite a large lobby, you know. I mean, it's like sitting at a full poker table. It's just, you got to be careful where your chips lie. At this point, they're playing their hands quite close to their chest, trying to come in with a nice prompt and see if they can secure the win. But someone else is probably going to toss it up. You know, I don't even know what this could be right now. Mikir Skita, you know, someone is gonna have to decipher that one for me. Kali Yuga, I don't know who that is, shaking hands with himself. Kali Yuga, we got what it looks like Marks and Angles. Marnell cranial nerve exam, and I didn't get to see the last one, but Cash Unstable and Cash. Wow, Cash, good job with the win. We got Unstable last round with honorable mentions from Cash. We got Cash this round with honorable mentions from Unstable. You know, I have to say, Cash and Unstable, Slim did come in with a win today, but Cash and Unstable, it seems like, have been dominating. The self-voting is crazy. You know, Vector, I can understand why you would say that, since you've absolutely been losing today. But at the end of the day, you know, you can just whine and cry all you want, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, okay? It doesn't matter if you win by an inch or by a mile, but you can cope and seethe and mold all you want. The fact is that it's caught on video, okay? It's caught on camera. You have lost this round, my friend. Okay? You know what? Vector, you can decide the theme for the next round to see if you can make it up for yourself. But, unfortunately, I don't think you'll be winning it, even if you choose the... Mepesio says, okay, let's see what our athletes are talking about here. So Mepesio says, only goblin women now. Unstable says the president can vote for himself. The president can vote for himself, but currently I'm the only one presiding all over you. Listen, gentlemen, if it deserves the vote, it deserves the vote, okay? Sometimes you can look at your own slop and you can say this deserves the vote, and sometimes you can say it doesn't, okay? Goblin woman theme, alright, gentlemen, I mean, if that's what you so wish, goblin woman theme it is. I think yeah, no word limit. Let's keep it one theme at a time. No word limit. Let's say, how about we say no, okay, yeah, no word. I think Mapesio's gonna win because when it comes to goblin women, Mapesio does have the expertise. He has the subject matter expertise. You know, like if Val was here, I'd give him the subject matter expertise in still shots of you know, kind of animated furry characters, you know. If Vector was here, I'd give him the subject matter expertise of good remixes. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the day, I have to tell you something. At the end of the day, gentlemen, you know, this is a field for athletes. There really is no telling who's gonna win. It's a competition where our gentlemen are pushing themselves to the max. Okay, these esteemed gentlemen, they have some of the highest IQs recorded on Earth. And as a matter of fact, Slopfather, an AI device created, specifically designed to create generations that could please and delight the human mind still pales in comparison to what our top level athletes here are able to produce. As I said earlier, Mepesio, with the experience in Goblin Women, sends his prompt in at lightning speed. I wonder if he even had to think about it. It was probably an absolute reflex for him, knowing exactly what he wants, exactly how to write it into the prompter, because you know it is a two-pronged skill set here. One, really, there is so much that goes into our athletes being able to do proper prompting. You know, it's typing speed, it's being able to write what you're thinking, it's being able to come up with good thoughts, it's being able to know your audience and generate the thing that's going to pull in the most votes. It's such a strategic game, ladies and gentlemen, and here you're looking at some of the highest level gameplay that you are going to find. Now, we have the Mepesio favorite going in. I'm curious to see who the round 1 victor is going to be, and it might influence who we're going to judge to win the further rounds. You know, Vector, again, he has not been able to clean up his act. He's been lagging behind all day. It's been quite unfortunate to witness this. It's been disappointing. Wow, we got the triple shot. I wonder which one of our competitors sent this in. Cash with his vote immediately. I think he knows what he's casted his vote in. We got a Cash t-shirt, we got a Generation Failed. Wow, these are all absolute garbage compared to the, you know, I have to catch my vote. I have to say, I know I said I wasn't gonna vote, but when it comes to Goblin Women as the theme, it's absolutely obvious who we're voting for. Wow, and Vector wins this one. This is crazy, you know? What happened, I'll tell you what happened, ladies and gentlemen. These men don't understand the Goblin meta quite so properly because they have not been investigating Mepesio's page. But fortunately for Vector, he did manage to pull out a win. The way he did it was by playing off of a meme and really appeasing the Cloud's humorous side. You know, unfortunately, he's taking the theme and he's done it humor. What I was hoping for was Vector Rohan getting cooked in 4K. Well, he's not getting cooked right now because he did manage to secure the theme. What I was hoping for was for Goblin Women as depicted on a Mepesio's page, because he really does have quite a niche, quite an advanced level of understanding of what can be done with these AI generators and with Goblin Women. Vector confirmed Goblin Lover, says Unstable in the chat. Well, Unstable, I have to hand it to you. You are onto something. And, you know, I have to admit, as an esteemed, strong, independent woman, as a strong, independent woman of color, I might add, you know something about being able to stand up for what you believe in and have passion for something. And if you are saying that Vector is passionate about the Goblin Woman, then, you know, it's true. Okay, Vector is the new Goblin Lover from Mepesio. So, okay, round 2, we're seeing some interesting animations. We're seeing another meme shitting on Cash, which is to be expected. I mean, I was actually wondering why there was such a lack of people shitting on Cash. So he says, you like Goblin Woman, and it's cut off again because I don't know how to develop a website properly. Happy birthday, Vector. Enjoy your gift. You like Goblin these nuts? Quite funny. I have to assume the rest of the competitors with their high intelligences already knew what it was trying to say before they really had to look at it directly. So, alrighty, so what are we dealing with here? You like Goblin these nuts? Our prompters are again taking their time to send in well-crafted prompts. No check marks yet. If you're wondering, for those who are not sure, the one that my head is blocking is my own. Slim gets his in quickly. You know, Slim, I have noticed if there's anyone who's going to be getting their prompt in faster, it's Slim. This is not for lack of prompt quality, ladies and gentlemen. I want to make that clear. Slim knows what he's doing, and even though Vector may be getting in a lot of wins, and Unstable, for example, may be getting in a lot of wins with his classic signature longer prompts, but the thing is that Slim definitely has proven himself in this field. You know, he brought in some wins today. He knows what he's doing. He's been getting honorable mentions. He's been tying it up with the heavy hitters, with Cash, with Unstable. He's a strong contender in the next season of Slop Jam. You know, I must hand it to him. Slim has pleased me today. He has really impressed me today. He has brought his A game. He is really a junior worth setting your sights on, ladies and gentlemen. You know, if you're setting your fantasy football teams, put Slim in on there, because I have high hopes for this young man, for this junior. So you got Goblin these nuts with nuts on the screen. We got, certainly this is definitely Mepesio, I can tell. A goblin woman, scantily clad. Dear jammers, my eyes really hurt. Sincerely, Cash. Because he got made fun of in the last round, so I can understand that. Creation failed, and you like Goblin these, I don't know what that says. Unstable getting blocked. Vector with a win, finally. Congratulations to the man. Congratulations to the man, to Vector, having won his first game. Good job, dude. That's all I can tell you. Okay, my sound effects aren't completely working, but good job, sir. You did nail it there. Vector says how? He himself doesn't know how he won. Well, you know what? I have to say, I personally think that the reason that Mepesio did not pull in any wins is because the gentlemen here are not into the Mepesio meta. You know, let's look at what our sloppers are saying. Through you guys on the good stuff. Up with Mepesio on this one, you know, like if you look at his page, he has developed the but you know what? No, Mepesio, I have to tell you something. It's easy to blame the others, but it may just be that your goblin prompting is a more of like a slow and steady kind of development, whereas over here when it came to the short second fly-by-fly games, you know, unfortunately you just didn't have you just didn't have what you needed to get it in there. You know, I don't know, no theme, no word constraint, free for all. None of us vote, only the internal votes. Dude, you know Vector is gonna do self-voting if we do that, bro. We can try. How about this? Only I vote, but if someone wins other than who I voted for, yeah, I'm down. If someone wins other than who I voted for, it doesn't count. Okay? So like if you vote for yourself and your prompt gets like remixed. How about this? Here's what we're gonna do. I'll type it out so we all know. My mic just shat the bed? No, it's because I wasn't talking, dude. Dude. My mic didn't stop working, I just stopped talking. Yo, is my mic still down? I believe, dude, I was talking for so long non-stop, I just stopped talking and they thought, my mic broke. Funny. Guys, how do people talk for so long? I feel like I'm gonna pass out. Oh my god. Mepesio says, yeah, I need... Mepesio got that goblin gooner market cornered. Yo, indeed he does. Indeed he does. Yeah, I need to create my goblin waifus. This is just too fast for me. It's really like a work of passion. It's a work of dedication for Mepesio. You can't rush it for him. Take amphetamines? Yeah, I'm not like, dude. You know, I don't know if it's good to say this or not, but like, the Slop.Club guys are like stimulus to AF, bro. Like, they're Zen maxing, dude. Me personally, I do a monster once in a while. That's basically it. 1 second, lads, from Unstable. He needs to get into the zone, you know. He needs to get ready. I mean, this is not an easy task that he's doing, you know. It's not an easy game at all. He really needs to be focused. Epes is right. The Goblin Gooner game goes hard. Dude, you know, I have to admit, it's quite a challenge. Yo, okay. Hold on. Let me unready up. I want to put some intense music on the last one. I'm thinking either this. Oh. It's like dubstep. This is kind of hard. Okay, I know what we're listening to. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're in the final round of the Slop.Club Championships. We are introducing our contenders. We got Cash, the certified Indian man that everyone likes to make fun of. We got Unstable, one of the reigning champions of today. Cash and Unstable have been bringing their A game to the player field. Slim has been an underdog this time. Mepesio has joined, unfortunately has not secured a win, but has been bringing in some crazy goblin woman generations. And lastly, we got Vector, an old school retiree back in the game. He unfortunately he had a slow start, but he managed to secure the win in the last game. Ladies and gentlemen, anything could happen this time. It is an absolute shocker. We're going to see what happens. Alrighty. Wow, and I have to say, Slopfather has given us quite an interesting thing to play with this time. Not one of his usual ephemeral kind of abstract ideas, but something quite interesting. You know, this round, it's gonna be quite a peculiar round because the theme here is to please me, the Slop.Club intern, you know, and they know. So each of these fine gentlemen, each of these athletes know that what their goal to accomplish here is to kind of you know, interest me, really. You know, what they're trying to do is gain my vote. They're trying to appeal to my, you know, delights, my passions. What strategy are they going to take, I wonder? You know, they could try making some gooner material. They could try making some cool artistic technical shit. They could try making some funny memes that I particularly find interesting. You know, it's really a toss-up, gentlemen. I mean, there is so much variety. And yeah, no voting. As Cash reminds the players, they're supposed to wait for me to decide what gets voted, right? Only I'm allowed to vote. Remember, no Russian. Not sure what that means. But you know, what's my strategy going to be for voting? I want to make sure I get through all of them, so I'm just going to click through all of them and make a fast-paced decision. But you know, I'm really interested to see what they make. It's going to be some hard choices out here because each of these guys are so advanced. All right, Intern, Rise of the Streamer. I don't know what this is. You are not Indian, sir. Please. Not sure what any of this is, actually. I'm a little bit disappointed, frankly. I don't even know what to vote for. What happens if I don't vote? These are all low-key dog shit. I might, yeah, I don't know, dude. These two are just weird. The last one, I don't find it that funny. All right, so it goes to the first one. Vector wins by default, by no contest. Change the image to the following hyper-realistic cinematic movie poster. I wonder how Vector managed to type this much shit. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at how much words Vector managed to put down in that short period of time. Intern, Rise of the Streamer. Now I feel kind of bad. Like, I wish I voted this just to kind of honor how much effort he put into it. You know, I wonder if Mepesio had the hit creation there, because I would have assumed that Mepesio would have gone with some of his signature goblin women, but maybe not, because Mepesio has been around for a while with 1.7k slops on the site. He has quite a wide, diverse range of experience. One of our viewers says, Intern struggling to understand memes about Intern is the best kind of meta. That is quite a funny observation, actually. You have to admit, they all tried making funny things about me, and this is probably the round where I understood the least about what their intentions were. What was the alien sitting around the dinner table? I mean, I can't really understand what that was. What is this music, man? Come on. Come on. Give us some epic music, man. Oh yeah. So alrighty. We're into round 2 of prompting. Round 1, there's no winner. Vector's meme wins by default, but there's no official winner on the books, so the competitors have 2 more chances to gain my approval. I should change this to say the Slop.Club judge. Oh, I like this one. I like this one. We got the aliens. We got the Lantern, Rise of the Intern. Ooh, Intern, Rise of the Streamer. I'm very hungry right now, so this catches my attention. It's between this and this one I like more. This one I like more. It just fucking has a nice look to it. The aliens are sick, but you know, Vector wins again. Oh boy, is Vector gonna clean sweep this game, or is someone else going to snatch the throne from him? Ladies and gentlemen, competitors, I want to remind you that although it may say round 1 winner Vector, he did not necessarily win round 1. So if someone else wins round 3, it is going to be a tie game. So we're gonna see what happens here. But yes, I have to say this was definitely the winner in my eyes. I think it was just cool AF, you know what I mean? I have to once again give props to Vector. Ladies and gentlemen, look at how much words he managed to get out. I mean, yo, let's just do a test quickly. He even wrote, well, no, he didn't write prompt. Sweep incoming. I wonder, look, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna paste this. Word count W, 73 words in that short period of time. How many characters? 437. I mean, wow. He is quite a professional typist. We're gonna have to go calculate his WPM later. Or if I was a fucking not a bitch and I would do my job, I could actually develop something that says the WPM. Green Lantern makes Slop great again. Now this is funny. Green Lantern was funny too, but now this is Mepesio Slop with his classic goblins. Unfortunately, I think Make Slop Great Again was quite funny. It looks like Vector's creation failed, unfortunately. I don't know what happened there, but Make Slop Again takes this one. Let's see who won that round. Let's see who won this round. Cash. It's a tie game between Vector and Cash. Not sure why Vector's saying better luck next time, because he lost that first round. But good shit, gentlemen. Good shit, ladies and gentlemen. I voted, but then remembered and unvoted. Ah, nice. Mepesio says he suck at these games. Mepesio, I have to admit, with your style of a slop creation, it does seem to be more of a Vector, you're not a champ, bro. Shut the fuck up, because you lost the first round and you know you did. Okay? But Mepesio, you seem to be more of like a slow kind of you're like a researcher, you know what I mean? Like, you take your time, you develop over time. But yeah, it was definitely Vector and Cash tie game this time. Yeah, great jam, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. It was quite a pleasure. Actually, you know what? You know what? Cash and Vector did tie on rounds, but I like Cash's creation more than I like Vector's creation. So as the presiding judge, Cash wins this game, okay? Cash wins. Cash wins this round because he at the end of the day, he made the slop that I most liked. You know? He earned my respect the most. So alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna be today's stream. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has been an honor and a privilege to preside and judge this round. I'm honored that you guys would pick me to vote for who wins. I had a beautiful time. I did have one win, says Mepesio. So many disappointed fathers. Not sure who says that, but and again, I don't know what that's in reference to. Whose father is disappointed here? Me? My father is kind of disappointed in me, but mostly because of my educational status. But no, I mean, I shouldn't even say that, because if future employers see that, they're gonna think I'm being serious. I'm not. I can explain the lore behind that later, but my father's actually not currently disappointed in me. Anyways, off this tangent about fathers being disappointed. Dude, I need to just not respond to everything in chat, because that's what actual streamers do. Just don't respond to it. Mepesio, I want to congratulate you personally, because I liked what you were doing. Slim, I want to congratulate you because you brought a strong performance. Vector, you did have a win. I have to respect that. But I think the champions of today were Cash and Unstable. Cash did win most of the games. He won the last game. Unstable did win, I think, multiple games with a lot of honorable mentions as well. We'll see what happens in the next season of Slop.Club Jam. It was a strong game today, and we'll see what happens in the league moving forward. Thank you, players, and I'll have to see you guys next time. Take it easy. This was Mr. Clever, the one and only Slop.Club intern, signing off. Adios.